Welcome back to KMTRADERS channel. We're looking at Bitcoin. Just before we get into the video, I'll be doing some updates on Twitter, which will hopefully benefit you guys. So what it is just show my setups and how to get involved with trades and the analysis from my point of view. So you can see my thought processes, etc. So if that's something that you'd like to get involved, go ahead and check out the Twitter link in my description. So without further ado, what I'll be looking for in this in Bitcoin for this week. Well, actually, let's review last week. Sorry. We could say we could see how we was talking about we was going to short position here. I believe that was correct for a limited period of time. But I was anticipating price to come a lot further down as I thought, but we got an instant rejection point from 9883, so it is one of our key levels. So that's something to always remember, is that at any of your key levels you could expect a turnaround. So that is exactly what happened here. So we found rejection at this key level with the high pin bars, and price just sent buyers overtook the sellers and dragged all the way to price back up to our key level at 11,611. So in terms of this week, what I'll be looking for is to see if we can sustain this momentum that we've got building here. What I'm noticing is that we are currently finding a little rejection on this key level here that we're currently at. So I'm just going to take it to the daily to see what the overall pattern is like. So we can see we've got some sort of wedge line forming here, in the sense like such. So we have another wedge pattern forming here, so that's good to see. We can see some potential constrictions in volume, so price could end up going higher, which is all good for any Bitcoin holders. So in respect to that, so let's just change the color to purple. So what we can see here is that we're getting some rejection and bouncing in between this level, that the wedge that I've drawn here. So we instantly in and out. That's what it is here. In sorry, out then in. So be interesting to see if we can break either side, and ultimately if that does happen and we get the correct rejection from the top half or the bottom half, then it will lead to a direction. So what I mean by that is like something, oh, wrong one. So what I mean by that is this scenario like this, or a scenario like this. So one of the two could happen. We just need to wait until prices basically bounces out of our wedge. So this would be a scenario here, and we will ultimately be looking hopefully towards to test that high again at 13859. If not, we shall be heading downwards. So it's an either or trade. So be careful in when you execute your trades, and avoid all the possible fake outs of the breakout. Sorry. So this will be either or scenario. So we'll have to see what actually happens in terms of Bitcoin for this week. But I do believe that we will break out, and then hopefully this will become the top line of this wedge will become an act of support before we head towards the upside again to retest the high that we made earlier on the 26th of June. So yeah, so that's all for this video. So like I said at the start, all these updates will be provided on Twitter, so you can get the best setups information from myself and how I'm getting involved with Bitcoin in terms of the short-term levels. So you see my setups and how to get into the trades as well as the analysis, so you can observe my thought processes, and hopefully you will get involved with this as well. So if that's something you'd like to do, just go ahead and follow me on Twitter. But after that, after all that, that's all for me. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you on the next one.